Imagine for a moment a world where humans have tails. How would that change our lives? It's a thought that has tickled the edges of our imagination for centuries, a world where our ancestors never lost this fascinating appendage during the course of evolution. A world that prompts us to question, what implications would this have on our biology, on the way we carry out our day-to-day tasks, on the fabric of our culture and social interactions? Would we communicate with subtle flicks and swishes of our tails, or use them as an additional limb for performing tasks? Would our clothing and furniture designs change to accommodate this new appendage? How would this extra limb influence our perception of beauty and attractiveness? The possibilities are as varied and extensive as the length of the hypothetical tale itself. So let's delve into this fascinating hypothetical scenario. Our journey begins around 25 million years ago when our ape ancestors lost their tails. But before we dive into the specifics, let's take a moment to appreciate the symbol that has represented the concept of tails in many ancient cultures. The Ouroboros, an image of a snake devouring its own tail, has made appearances across cultures and geographies, from the tombs of Tutankhamun in ancient Egypt to the alchemical texts of medieval Europe. The Ouroboros is a symbol of cyclical time, renewal and regeneration. In the ancient Egyptian mindset, time was not linear but repetitive, mirroring the annual flooding of the Nile or the daily journey of the sun. The Ouroboros, in its eternal cycle of self-consumption and rebirth, perfectly encapsulated this concept. Our tailed ancestors in our hypothetical scenario might have revered the Ouroboros as a symbol of eternal renewal. Now back to our genetic journey. Around 25 million years ago, our ape ancestors genetically diverged from the monkeys. This divergence was driven by a unique DNA mutation in a gene known as TBXT, which is responsible for tail length in tailed animals. This mutation, it seems, led to the loss of our ancestors' tails. This specific type of DNA, known as a jumping gene, exists only in primates and has been shaping our genetic diversity for millions of years. This jumping gene hopped around our genetic code, eventually landing on the TBXT gene and causing it to malfunction, leading to the loss of our ancestors' tails. So our ancestors did have tails, but a genetic mutation caused them to disappear. However, the tale of the tail does not end there. In our next scene, we'll delve into the anatomy and function of the tailbone, the last remnant of our tailed past, and explore what life might be like if we had retained this fascinating appendage. Stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of the hypothetical. Even though we lost our tails millions of years ago, we still carry a reminder of our tailed past. That's right, nestled at the base of our spine, we find the coccyx, more commonly known as the tailbone. This tiny structure is made up of several fused caudal vertebrae, the remnants of what was once a tail in our distant ancestors. Today it serves as a vestige, a silent testament to our evolutionary journey. In our embryonic stages, we all develop tails. These tails, however, usually disappear by the 8th week in the womb, absorbed back into the body, but every now and then a quirk of nature causes this process to go awry. Birth defects can occasionally trigger the revival of these ancient features, leading to rare instances of humans being born with tails. These tails can vary in length, from a tiny nub to a few inches long. They're usually composed of skin and fatty tissue, but in some cases they can contain muscle, cartilage, or even vertebrae. While these tails are typically benign and can be surgically removed, they serve as a fascinating glimpse into our past. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the function of a tail. In many animals, tails serve critical roles, from communication and balance to swatting away pesky insects. If our ancestors hadn't lost their tails, who knows how these appendages might have evolved and shaped our lives? Maybe they would have developed into a sophisticated tool for communication. Or perhaps they would have aided in balance, enhancing our abilities in sports and physical activities. But alas, we're left with the humble coccyx, a mere shadow of the mighty tail it once was. It may not wag, swing, or swat, but it reminds us of our shared history with the animal kingdom, a common thread that ties us to the vast tapestry of life on Earth. So even though we no longer have tails, their imprint remains in our biology. The coccyx stands as a silent sentinel, a reminder of the tail that once was, and a testament to the ever-evolving story of life. Now let's imagine what our tails would look like if we still had them. Picture this: a world where humans sport an impressive tail, a unique blend of the familiar and the exotic, a testament to our evolutionary journey. Let's begin with the head. It's remarkably human-like, not a far-fetched concept considering our shared ancestry with primates. This head, complete with expressive eyes and a complex brain, sits atop a body that's reminiscent of a majestic lion. This lion-like physique is powerful and agile, suited for a life that demands strength and speed. But the crowning glory of this hypothetical human is the tail. Not just any tail, but a scorpion tail. This tail is a marvel of evolutionary engineering, a perfect balance of elegance and danger. Adorned with venomous spikes, it's a potent tool for defense and a striking symbol of status. Now, imagine this creature with paws, teeth, and fur. The paws are versatile, allowing for adept climbing and precise manipulation of objects. The teeth are sharp, capable of tearing through tough materials, and the fur, well, the fur is a spectacle in itself. It's lush and vibrant, serving both as camouflage and a display of health and vitality. This human-lion-scorpion hybrid may sound fantastical, but it's grounded in real-world biology. Each feature has a clear evolutionary advantage. The human-like head allows for advanced cognition and social interaction. The lion-like body provides strength and agility. The scorpion tail offers both defense and a means of communication. The paws, teeth, and fur all play essential roles in survival. In this alternate reality, our tails would be an integral part of our identity. They would shape our interactions, our culture, and our understanding of ourselves. We would use them for balance, for communication, and perhaps even for swatting away pesky insects with precision. Our tails would thus be a blend of the familiar and the exotic, a testament to our evolutionary journey. They would serve as a constant reminder of our roots, our adaptability, and the boundless potential of evolution. Tails have always held a special place in our mythology and symbolism. In our alternate-tailed human culture, the Ouroboros, the ancient symbol of a snake eating its own tail, is revered. This symbol, deeply rooted in Egyptian mythology, signifies renewal and the cyclical nature of time. Our tailed humans also draw upon Persian and Egyptian myths, embodying the power and duality of the manticore, a creature with a human head, lion body, and a scorpion tail. The manticore leaves an indelible mark on our cultural psyche, reminding us of our mythical past and potential future. In Japanese culture, tails are seen as harbingers of luck and prosperity, symbolized by the tanuki statues that grace many households and businesses. Meanwhile, in African cultures, birds with their lofty tails represent the highest state of perfection, symbolizing the human soul's transcendence after 7 reincarnations. Tails, thus, are not just appendages, they are powerful symbols that have shaped our culture and psyche. So, what would life be like if humans had tails? Picture this: we're in a world where we humans have evolved with tails. Our communication evolves beyond words and facial expressions to include the subtle swish or authoritative flick of a tail. Our art and literature are rich with tales of heroism, love, and tragedy, all imbued with the symbolism of the tail, a potent reminder of our ancient origins and the mysteries of cyclical time. Imagine our understanding of time, not as a linear progression, but as an eternal cycle, much like the tail's unending circle. This perspective might fundamentally change our approach to life, making us more attuned to the rhythms of nature and our place within it. In this parallel universe, the tail becomes a symbol of our connection to the past, a tool for the present, and a beacon pointing towards an intriguing future.